What's up YouTube, it's your boy Stans here, and welcome back to another Pixelmon Dark recap / update video. And today guys, we are covering Pixelmon Dark 1.9. It just went live, I believe in the middle of the night last night or something like that. I was reading updates on the Discord and it just looks so amazing and I couldn't wait to cover it for you guys. And sure, you know, I usually have the statues, you guys take a look at the statues, but this is kind of something pretty big that they've added into the game, and it kind of gives Pixelmon Dark its own feel. And if you guys haven't noticed yet, it is Generation 7 at the start screen. So whenever you start your own server or whenever you join a public server or anything like that, usually it was only giving you up to Generation 6. Now guys, as you guys can see, it gives you Generation 7 Pokemon. So it has Generation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now 7 guys. So you have the addition of Rowlet, Lid, and Poplio. They've been in the game already, but now you can actually choose them as a starter. What's amazing though is it kind of like opens up the doors to see if they might actually like throw in something like Pikachu or Eevee as starters in the future. Like that might be pretty cool. So I'm not entirely too sure if that's something they have in mind. If they do, I can't wait to see it. Like, I'd love to have Eevee as a starter, you know what I mean guys? But yeah, without further ado, this is the first part into this 1.9 update guys. The next thing that I want to cover in the Pixelmon 1.9 update is remodeled Pokemon, and this is going to tie into something that we're going to talk about a little bit later guys. But without further ado, let's take a look at the Pokemon that are surrounding us and take a look at how much more detailed they are than they were before. So this is Sceptile, you guys know, Generation 3 starter Pokemon. I believe Blaziken and Swampert have had their 3D models for the longest time. Well, when I say 3D, I mean like high def models, so that's pretty cool. This is actually, and then so is that. These two, if you guys don't know, is Golduck, Aerodactyl, Aerodactyl being probably the most popular fossil Pokemon. But these two Pokemon were kind of victims to the old Pixelmon mod. And the reason for why I say that is these two are Generation 1 Pokemon, and they never got that HD remodel like we're looking at right now. They were blocky as hell. If you ever saw a Golduck walk in like a video or something like that, it was always nightmare fuel. It looked really bad. But I'm glad that they did this now, so now we actually have the HD models for Golduck and Aerodactyl. Now, these two Pokemon that we're going to take a look at is Aggron and Sharpedo. Now, these two were kind of in a category where they weren't fully HD models, but they weren't fully block models, if that makes any sense. It just looked a little off, just like slightly. Like, they still look good. This is just a, an update to make it look even better. I guess they suffered the same thing like a Psyduck. If you'd see a Psyduck in a server, like you want to say it looks good, but you know that it can use some work. So this is good that now we have these updates. Aggron's a very, very popular Generation 3 Pokemon, and then yeah, and then this is my dude. Tauros finally gets his HD model, and this is something that I was hoping for. I actually hoped for it last update, and the reason for that is because the last update gave us Bouffalant. And Bouffalant is pretty much a buffalo Pokemon. It kind of reminds us of Tauros himself. So if you go to or if you went to Savannah, you'd see like 1 Bouffalant to 3 Tauros, and the Tauros just looked really, really blocky. Now we got ourselves a remodeled Tauros. So this looks good. This looks good, guys. Now the next thing we're going to take a look at is something that I've talked about in a recent Pixelmon video that I have on my channel. How desperately Scizor needed a remodel. Scyther's been in the game for years, and Scyther, I don't remember if it recently got the update, the HD model update, but Scizor has gone long enough without one. So glad to see Scizor actually has one. It looks so detailed. It's not blocky. Oh, it looks good. The next thing here is the Ampharos line. Now, I want to say that Mareep was added in very, very recently, but I didn't cover it just because it was just a Mareep. But this update I know for sure added in Flaffy and Ampharos. So take a look at that. And then, so Flaffy was the one where it was a bit blocky, and then Ampharos is kind of like the Psyduck treatment where it was looking a little like it looked good, but I mean, you knew it needed some work. So now it looks so much better. Perfect HD remodels. And then this goes into it's related to these guys right here, the Mamoswine line. Every time you guys go to an ice related biome, you'd see a literally a square running on the ground, and then it'd be a Swinub, and then a Pillow on top of it. So it was just like literally a square and a rectangle, and now they give us some much needed better remodels, and hopefully this is just going to lead to the rest of the game just looking like this. Mammo's Wine is again part of the Psyduck treatment where it looked good, but you know it needed to work, and now we got that. And then the last new remodels that we got in this update are Fossil Pokemon, Cranidos and Rampardos. These guys are Generation 4 Fossil Pokemon, and this pretty much shows us that it's opening the door for them to remodel Kabuto, Kabutops, Omanite, Omastar, all the Fossil Pokemon that we haven't gotten the update for just yet. So that's looking so much better. Actually, with Fossil Pokemon, I really hope that they add in the fossils for Tyra and Auroras instead of finding them in the wild. Like it'd be pretty cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I really like that. But that is basically the remodeled Pokemon for this update of Pixelmon Dark, guys. This is usually one of my favorite parts of a new update for Pixelmon Dark, is going over the new Pokemon that they've added in to the mod itself. And this time around, guys, it's not too many new Pokemon that they added in. As you guys can see, we have 3 Pokemon right here. We have Drillburt in the ground there, Escadrille, and then a Carablast. Now, the odd thing about this is they did add Escavalier in the last Pixelmon Dark mod update. So what I'm thinking is Carablast might have had some form of a bug last update, so that they included it in the logs for this update as well. So that just makes it so much easier, so much funner to do that trade evolution. But guys, I don't want to turn around just yet, but I'm gonna have to. They added in some new legendaries, guys, so let's take a look. Oh, you guys saw some red feet. Yep, there it is. They added in Genesect. If you guys don't know, this is like a Team Plasma type man-made Pokemon. So we have Genesect. It is the legendary Pokemon for Generation 5. And then over here, guys, we have Kyurem, which is the DNA Splice Pokemon. And you guys can see in the top left corner, we're going to take a look at some more legendary Pokemon that they added in. And then, of course, I put this in front of their shiny sprites just because I wanted to show it off just a little bit more. I know with Kyurem, they got to do a little bit more for the DNA splicers. It sounds like it's a complicated process. So I just can't wait to see how Black Kyurem and White Kyurem are going to look. And here we go, guys. We have the Weather Trio. We have Landorus, Thundurus, and Tornadus. And then their forms as well. Now I was always certain that they had the regular forms in Pixelmon, but now that they added in their alternate forms, I'm not entirely too sure if they were in the game to begin with. But here we go, guys. This is looking good, and they also added the mirror item into the mod as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, guys, so it's not a lot of new Pokemon, but there's a lot of legendary Pokemon, which is good. So it's going to make everything legendary hunting so much funner in Pixelmon Dark now. And now to the big part of the update, guys. So you guys may be wondering, well, what exactly did this update give us if it didn't give us too much? The update gave us the largest addition of Mega Pokemon into the Pixelmon Dark mod, guys. I believe it added like 40 new Pokemon, including the Megas, and I think 25 of them were Megas or something like that. Let's take a look at them, guys. We have them all right here, along with their regular forms. So we have Mega Absol here with Absol, and then we have, and then I mentioned this earlier, how the remodels were going to correlate to something we're going to talk about, and that, of course, was the Mega Pokemon. So Aerodactyl with Mega Aerodactyl, Aggron with Mega Aggron. Alakazam was actually added into the last Pixelmon mod, and the reason for that was a little bit, it added it into like a mini update after the last one, and the reason for that was to give us a little bit of love because of some mods or some Pokemon not working in the last update. We have Altaria, the big fluff. Look at the big fluff on that Mega Altaria. Then we have Mega Ampharos, guys. So there's a reason we were talking about Ampharos a lot. They added in Mega Ampharos and the majestic hair. Then we have Mega Beedrill. Now, Beedrill does seem to have some form of wrong things. Not necessarily wrong things, but some form of bugs going on with its wings. Regardless, it still looks good. Then we got Mega Blaziken in here, which looks like has something going on with its flames. I like those flames being black. But yeah, you know, just I don't know if that's exactly accurate, though. Then we have Mega Gallade. For some reason, it just looks awkward standing there. But other than that, it does look good. Hopefully like action sequences, because you only really see them in battle, or you might, you know, run into the bosses, because that's the only way you can get the Mega Stones, if you beat the bosses. Then we have Mega Garchomp. Now this is a Pokemon that people have always wanted in the mod, and we finally got Garchomp himself a couple mod updates ago, and now we have the big dog himself, Mega Garchomp. And then let's go over all the other ones that we have going on over here as well. Look at this, Mega Salamence, the Moon Pokemon. And then he's not necessarily a Moon Pokemon, but he's a Moon Pokemon now. That's so weird, but it's still cool though. It's still cool. And then we have Salamence himself. I believe this one did get a remodel, but I mean, didn't really look too off from the last one. Pinsir finally gets its Mega. Maybe gives Pinsir another reason to actually get used. Mega, what am I saying? Mega Pidgeot has been added into the game. I think I have a friend that's looking forward to that. Then we have Mega Mawile and Mawile, and then we have Heracross and Mega Heracross. And this is a personal favorite of mine. It's Mega Gengar. So that's pretty cool. And I put their like regular forms in front of them. Glalie and Mega Glalie, and then Gyarados and Mega Gyarados. I can't wait to get that shiny form. Like Mega Gyarados shiny is gonna look so good. Mega Manectric. I loved him. I've always loved this Pokemon in Generation 3. Oh, here's my boy Scizor. He finally gets that well-deserved Mega, and it's looking so good. And then Sharpedo again. Look at that Mega for Sharpedo. It's a bit bugged. It was in the ground, so I had to put him a little bit higher. So I don't know how it correlates to the game itself. And then, you know, your guy Swampert finally gets his Mega, and look how beefy and juiced up this Mega Swampert is. And then the last Mega Pokemon we're going to look into is Sceptile. So Sceptile did get that remodel this update, but it also came along with a Mega Sceptile. But guys, that's going to be it for today's update video. This is Pixelmon. Oh, no. This reminded me, guys. Latios and Latias get their Megas. Now, I only included one Mega because they're essentially identical. I believe the only like difference that I've noticed is just the eyes. I'm not entirely too sure if it's any different, but yeah, that's a form of a Mega Latios. Mega Latias isn't that far off either. But yeah, this is the last one, I promise. The last Mega added into this. But yeah, guys, this update's looking so crazy. It's finally giving us a lot more boss Pokemon now that they took all the boss Pokemon out and just gave it to Blastoise, Venusaur, and Charizard. So now we have a lot more options too, which is so much better. Hopefully these bosses spawn in and they're correlating like biomes and make everything so much fun to try to get all these Mega Stones. But guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Make sure you click that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell if it's still there. I'm not entirely too sure if it's still there. Hit that notification bell right next to the subscribe button so you guys, you know, once 1.10 comes out for Pixelmon Dark, you guys are the first ones to see it on my channel, guys. So that's going to be it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.